Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of the sewing of the nurse's uniform. So here is how it turned out. Do stay tuned so that you learn how to make this uniform pattern. So to begin with, I'm going to cut out the yoke. You remember the yoke that we made was 8 inches, and I just cut out 8 inches from my fabric like this. Then we can now start with our front piece. So this is folded into two, as you can see, and here towards the selvage I've left 1 inch sewing allowance and pinned my pattern down. Then go ahead and just copy out where these points are, your bust line, your waistline, your hip line, even at the bottom, and where the dart and where the seam is starting from. Just make some points to guide you like this. Then you can go ahead and just cut out your pattern. We had added all the sewing allowances and everything on paper, so there's no hassle in adding allowance here. So just cut everything out like this. Then I'm just making snips where this princess seam is starting from, and I'm finishing up cutting the armhole side of this dress. Then here we go. Here is how our pattern is looking like. Then since I know the points where the waistline is, the hip line, I'm measuring 5.5 for the nipple to nipple measurements, because I'm adding the 1 inch sewing allowance here in front. So I measured 5.5, and then I drew that straight line. We all know where it's going to start from. Then pin everything down so that as you cut, you won't have any difficulties. So cut like this, and you're going to have 2 pieces here and 2 pieces here. Alright guys, so here I'm marking the 0.5 sewing allowance here, and get your ruler and place the 7 inches on the 0.5 allowance like this, and then mark 18 inches. This is where a pocket is going to start from. Okay, and I've just made a snip so that I just know directly where to place my pocket like this. Then I'm going to cut out the back piece with the remaining fabric. So I just use this side of the fabric, and as you can see it's on fold, so I'm going to just put the back piece here and pin it down at the edge of this piece and just cut it out. Also remember we added all the allowances, so we're just gonna cut everything down. Guys, if you've not seen the first pattern, you will get confused. Make sure you understand how we made the first drafting of this uniform so that you understand everything I'm doing. Okay. And just like the front piece, just put up where your chest line is, your waistline, your hip line, and where your seam will start from. Just mark out those points. They'll guide you so that you put in your nipple to nipple measurement. So 4.5 here, since there's no allowance, there's no zipper allowance, so 4.5 is what I marked on these lines, and I'm just going to join this straight, and here I'm going to also join it. That is the midpoint of the shoulder. I decided to curve it, so cut through this like this. So for the back piece, I think we can go ahead and sew it. So make sure you place right sides facing each other. So right side facing each other to join this side. Then even this side, you're going to have right sides facing each other. Okay. So I started pinning from the bottom edge of my dress coming upwards. So I'm now just trying to align this curved area, and it aligned very well. So go ahead and pin your fabric well so that we have a look which will be like this after we sew. Then you're going to do the same even at the other side. You're going to pin it down like this and sew by 0.5 inch allowance. So I'm done sewing with my 0.5 inch allowance, but then the back piece is going to be straight, meaning it won't shape the waist part. So what we're going to do is you're going to come to your waistline. Okay, remember that 0.5 inch that I had left? Come to your waistline, go out by 0.5 inch. Okay, then join that to your chest line, then come to your hip line, go up by 2 inches, and also join that to the 0.5 inch that we added this side. So this will make a dart which will shape the waist area. So I went ahead, and as you can see, it has got an hourglass kind of shape here at the waist after adding in 0.5 inch. So when you take a close look, you see that it has made a shape of a dart. Then for the pocket, you go ahead and put in your pockets there where we made those snips. We know where the snips were, so put in your pockets, and let's go out to the sewing machine and just attach them, just to keep them stable for now. So I went ahead to attach them like this to keep them stable as we sew. Alright, so with right sides facing each other, you're going to sew this by 0.5 inch sewing allowance. And after you're done, you're going to fold in 1 inch and insert your zipper. So this is for the jetted pocket now. So make sure the length of this is about 7 inches, then the width is 8 inches. So I've folded it into 2 and I'm just marking 4. So I've marked 4 so that I get my 8 inches for the width. Okay, so these two are 4, making it 8 inches. Then I'm going to go from the center of this and mark the midpoint, which will be at 2, right? And just make a snip where the 2 is, like this. So I'll go to the left side of my dress, and here at the center where this seam is, that's why we'll put 2.5 divided by 2. So place the answer at one side and the other answer at the other side of the seam. Okay, and just mark this. So this is where our pocket will start from and end from. Okay, so get the center of one part with the wrong side facing the right side. Place that 2 which we had snipped open here at the center. Okay, so remember we had divided that 2.5 into 2, so those halves are where we are pinning our jetted pocket. So this total length here is going to be 2.5. So I made a stitch from here up to here, which is measuring 2.5, and make snips like this. Then turn this to the wrong side of the fabric. So don't mind how I ironed it. I had put right sides facing each other. Don't do that. Make sure the wrong side is facing the right side. Okay, but mine will still work since this fabric looks almost the same. Then from this side, close up the pocket by getting this side this layer of the pocket and closing it up like this. And what you can also do is top stitch the jetted pocket here at the opening. Then I went ahead and also closed up the pocket. And finally, guys, we can go to the yoke. So measure 5.5 inches like this. Then measure 8.5 inch for the shoulder. Okay, so this will be for one side of the yoke, and then I'm going to just fold this into two like this so that I make the cut once. So cut here like this. Then as you can see, there are two. One will be for the right, one will be for the left. So get where you marked your 5.5 inches, put it here, the 5.5, then make it face the other side. This should be right side facing each other. So your yoke is going to have a facing, and just pin everything down. So when sewing, make sure you do not close up the jetted pocket. When you sew, it will look like this, and the jetted pocket will be open here. So put up the yoke the same way that we've done to this piece on the other side, like this, and I went ahead to sew. As you can see, I have sewn this, and now we can open up our yoke. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these front bodies into two so that I draft the top part of the bodies. So our neck width was 3.5, and neck depth, I'm going to use 3.5 for the neck depth. 3.5 for the neck depth. Then this is 8.5, come down by 1 inch, then make a slanted line. Then after that, you can go ahead and draw your armhole curve. So at the neck side, when you reach here, it's more like a slanted line other than a curve, as you can see. And here's how it has turned out. Okay, so now with right sides facing each other, you're going to join the back to the front piece like this. Then make sure at the shoulder you join only the shoulders without the facing. Then if you want to put a loop like this, when you get your fabric at the armhole, go to the shoulder line, then place your loop at one side of your shoulder line like this. Then you can go ahead and just pin it down, and then make a fold like this, and then turn this side of the loop like this and pin it down also. So after that, you can then put your sleeve with right sides facing each other. You can join it like this. I think the loops look kind of professional finish, kind of. So when you sew this, when you open up this side, you're going to have the loop pop out like that. So I went ahead to join the collar and hemmed the bottom, and here's the neat finish. So do make sure you get your inside of your raw edges to be overlocked.